is Thursday, September 3. Welcome to CGN News. It is all systems go as Jamaicans go to the polls today. The country opens its polling stations amidst the skyrocketing confirmed COVID-19 cases, with the latest figure at last count 2,683 and 24 deaths. The Electoral Office of Jamaica has indicated its readiness for the elections, as well as sounded the alarm for the stipulated safety protocols, which must be practiced today. A total of 139 candidates will be contesting elections, with the majority coming from the two main political parties, Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party. There are also 13 independent candidates. Tourists intending to visit the island of Bermuda must ensure that they do their pre-departure test, as the country will not allow them entry. In a bid to keep a lid on the infection during the pandemic, Kim Wilson, Health Minister, informed that a new travel authorization regime would come into effect on September 9. She said only nose and throat swab tests will be accepted and results must be negative and be done at an accredited lab. The authorization must be brought 1 to 3 days before travel to allow the pre-departure test to be uploaded and reviewed. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, say 85 people, including nationals from a number of Caribbean islands, were arrested as part of a nationwide immigration enforcement operation. According to a statement issued by ICE on Tuesday, September 1, the operation has to date netted more than 2,000 immigration-related arrests. Among the individuals arrested throughout New Jersey were nationals of Trinidad, Guyana, Haiti, Jamaica, and the Dominican Republic. 22 persons from Mexico and 12 from Guatemala represent by far the highest number from a single country. Persons from Costa Rica, the United Kingdom, Venezuela, and India were also arrested. ICE said these individuals will go through removal proceedings before an immigration judge. Overseas now, an unarmed black man died in New York State after he was hooded by police and held face down to the road for 2 minutes, body camera footage shows. Daniel Prud, 41, who had mental health issues, was restrained in March by police who put a spit hood, a device used to stop detainees spitting or biting, on his head. He later died of asphyxiation, but his story has only now been made public. His death was 2 months before the killing of George Floyd. Floyd died after a white policeman knelt on his neck for nearly 8 minutes in Minnesota. Anti-racism protests broke out in the U.S. and globally in the wake of his killing. The Trump administration said Wednesday it won't pay more than $60 million in dues it owes the World Health Organization, the WHO, and will use the money instead to pay down other contributions to the United Nations. The announcement came just a day after the White House said the U.S. would not participate in a WHO-run project to develop and distribute a COVID-19 vaccine. President Trump took a decision to withdraw from the organization over its handling of the coronavirus pandemic and his allegations that the agency has been improperly influenced by China. Officials say, however, that the U.S. will continue to participate in select WHO meetings and make one-time contributions to specific programs during a 1-year wind-down period. New Zealand's Justice Minister says the nation is confronting cyber-attacks on an unprecedented scale, targeting everything from the stock market to the weather service. Andrew Little, in an interview with the Associated Press on Wednesday, said that tracking down the perpetrators would be extremely difficult as the attacks are being routed through thousands of computers. One line of investigation is the emails sent to people in some of the targeted organizations demanding a ransom in exchange for stopping the attacks, Little said. The official advice is to never ever pay a ransom. Little said he's been told that the sheer volume of data used by the attackers is unprecedented. The Olympic flame is now on display in Tokyo, just a short walk from the new national stadium where it was supposed to be burning a month ago. The flame arrived in Japan from Greece in March and has been largely hidden away in Tokyo since the Olympics were postponed until next year because of the novel coronavirus pandemic. The flame was unveiled Tuesday at a small ceremony presided over by the president of the Tokyo Olympic Organizing Committee and the president of the Japanese Olympic Committee. The flame's unveiling comes just days after the Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe announced his plans to resign. The Japanese Coast Guard has rescued one person from a cargo ship that went missing during a typhoon with 43 crew and 6,000 cattle on board. The Gulf Livestock One sent a distress signal from the East China Sea after being caught up in Typhoon Maysak, Reuters cites New Zealand's foreign ministry as saying. One seaman was found drifting in rough waters in a life jacket. According to the Japanese Coast Guard, the man rescued is one of the Filipino crew who said the ship's engine failed before it was hit by a wave and capsized. The search for the rest of the crew and ship continues. A top ally of German Chancellor Angela Merkel says the EU risks becoming irrelevant if it fails to act against Russia over the poisoning of opposition politician Alexei Navalny. The chair of the German Parliament's Foreign Affairs Committee said a major gas deal with Russia must now be reconsidered. The Russian government has been widely condemned after Germany confirmed on Wednesday that Navalny had been poisoned with a Novichok nerve agent. He is gravely ill in intensive care in Berlin's Charité Hospital. Earlier, Merkel said Navalny was a victim of attempted murder and the world would look to Russia for answers. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, have signed a production deal with Netflix. The couple shared the information via a statement that the focus will be on creating content that informs but also gives hope. Both Prince Harry and Meghan say they want to make inspirational family programming as it's important to them as new parents themselves. A yet-to-be-named company will pay the royal couple to make documentaries, docuseries, feature films, scripted shows and children's programming. Their own company's name is not yet known. That's it for CGN News. I'm Scott Wilson. Thanks for watching.